through what we're looking at, and we want to take some opportunity to allow those from the task force who participated to also address you. Commissioner Schuring?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank the Speaker for his vision on this subject. It was just about 3 months ago that we were right here before a group similar to this, talking about the task force that the Speaker had created. Since that time, the 15-member task force have met on a regular basis, 1 organizational meeting, 6 hearings, about 23 hours of testimony, over 100 witnesses, people from all across the United States, from all across Ohio, people who were passionately in favor of medical marijuana, others who had concerns. But I'd be remiss if I didn't thank this task force for the time and effort they put forward. They did a yeoman's effort, and I want to really thank them for what they did. And to the Speaker's point, we still have much process in front of us. We will be introducing a bill this week. We think it's a bill that was built upon the process that we have had through this task force. So we're starting ahead of schedule in some respects because we have the good foundation from the testimony and the work of the task force. So let me just tell you a little bit about how the bill is going to look. It's going to be framed in statute, and then it's going to have a lot of rules that will get into the details how a medical marijuana program will work in Ohio. To that end, the rulemaking authority will be under a medical marijuana control commission, which will be under the auspices of the Ohio Department of Health. Just like our task force, that commission will be very diversified. There will be 9 members. A member that represents the physician community, law enforcement, employers, labor, pharmacists, the general public, pro-medical marijuana proponents, representatives from alcohol and drug addiction treatment, and also mental health. We are asking that commission to promulgate rules within 1 year that will then regulate cultivators, dispensaries, laboratories, processors, and physicians. To that end, only physicians licensed under the state medical board will be able to recommend medical marijuana to their patients. And with that said, physicians who are certified by that medical marijuana control commission will have to report every 90 days on the type of patients they have recommended medical marijuana to, the types of conditions that their patients are suffering, and why they recommended medical marijuana in lieu of more conventional forms of medicine, and what forms of medical marijuana they also recommended. We're going to get into questions. There's much more to this, but I'm going to try to hit the salient points. As it relates to rules to how medical marijuana could be processed, we're saying that we will allow forms that include edibles, patches, plant material, and oils. I will tell you that the way that the dispensaries will be located, the model we're looking at is much like the Liquor Control Commission. So we're going to look at populations and try to make sure people have access. At the same time, we don't want to have more in certain communities than in others. And frankly, we also want to have an option where local communities, at their request, can opt out and not have a dispensary located in their particular political subdivision. We will not allow homegrown under this particular proposal. We also have a seed to sale tracking mechanism that we think is very important. We heard a lot about in the task force hearings. We have a safe harbor for financial institutions. Those who were in the task force hearings know that there's a problem as it relates to how you do business with a medical marijuana program as it relates to federal law. We have workplace protections so that employees and employers will have the same safeguards they have today as far as the workplace is concerned. We say very explicitly in the legislation that the workplace can still be drug-free. Employers do not have to make accommodations for those who are being recommended medical marijuana, and employers can also still participate under worker compensation safety programs. Before we open up for questions, I'll just tell you that this is a conglomeration of all the testimony we heard and input from our task force. So we still have much to do. As the chair of the select committee, I plan to have regular hearings, as many as twice a week. I'm very pleased to see in the audience Senator Yuko and Senator Burke. Senator Burke, he and I have been talking regularly for just about 6 months now, and it's been a pleasure to work with him. Senator Yuko, he and I served together in Ohio House, and so I'm very honored that they're here today, and we're looking forward to working with the Senate to make sure we get something done. The task force, again, has done a great job. I think it has been a good process. More process to come. We will be engaging the task force as we go through the legislative process. So we'll take questions, but maybe some of our task force members would like to make some comments regarding the process and their experience as a task